Breaking news. Joe Biden to compel President Muhammadu Buhari to release the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu as members representing the District 139 in Texas House of Representatives asked the President Joe Biden led United States government to compel President Muhammadu Buhari to immediately and unconditionally release the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu now. Yeah, I am beginning to love what is going on. Everybody is talking. The gods, are also talking. Everything on earth are still saying the same thing. Release this man. Release this man. But it's a pity that we have a government who do not care about our own law. It's a pity. But one thing I love so much about what is going on is that he's just temporary. President Muhammadu Buhari, AGF, Abubakar Malami, they just have a few months to go. They are going to leave that office very soon. And immediately they leave that office, they will have to face all the crimes they have committed while in the office. That is it. They will face all the crimes they have committed while in the office. Right now, they are on top of the world. Nobody reach them. Now they get the cutlass. Now they get the knife. I beg your pardon. Now they get the yam. Anyhow they like. Now so they cut them. But very soon, the yam go finish. Then go leave their office. Then they go face the real thing. Well, let's quickly hit the news and get the full details. But before then, guys, if you are here for the first time, please kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you for always stopping by. Compel Nigerian government to unconditionally release the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, U.S. lawmaker tells President Biden. Kanu has been in the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS, since June 2021, when he was adopted in Kenya and returned to Nigeria by the Nigerian government for continued trial on treasonable felony and terrorism charges pressed against him by the government. The member representing District 139 in Texas House of Representatives, Jarvis Johnson, has asked the President Joe Biden-led United States government to compel the Nigerian government to immediately and unconditionally release the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu from detention. Kanu has been in the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS, since June 2021, when he was adopted in Kenya and rearrested to Nigeria. I beg your pardon. When he was adopted in Kenya to Nigeria by the Nigerian government for continued trial on treasonable felony and terrorism charges pressed against him by the government. However, on October 13 this year, a three-man panel of Court of Appeal judges, in their unanimous decision, ruled that Kanu's rendition from Kenya was illegal. The court also discharged and acquitted Kanu of all the charges and ordered for his immediate and unconditional release from detention. But the Nigerian government, through the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, insisted that the IPOB leader cannot be released and therefore appealed the judgment of the appellate courts. The Nigerian government's decision to keep Kanu in detention after appeal court judgment has since generated widespread mixed reactions, particularly condemnations from Kanu's supporters within and outside Nigeria. In a statement on Tuesday, Jarvis Johnson and a group known as the Biafran Advocacy Group, BAG, called on the U.S. government to facilitate Kanu's unconditional release. and to compel the government of Nigeria to grant Kanu his request of free and fair referendum as recognized by international laws. The statement reads: Texas State Representative Jarvis Johnson, Democratic Houston, and to the Biafran Advocacy Group BAJ, human rights organization based in U.S., urged the U.S. government to join other governments and organizations to compel the government of Nigeria to immediately release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leading freedom and human rights advocate for the Igbos and other oppressed Nigerian minority tribes. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, was kidnapped in Kenya on June 17, 2021. After a week of torture in Kenya, Kanu was forcibly taken to Nigeria. Kanu was charged to court by the Nigerian government on alleged offenses committed on the United Kingdom. After a series of amendments of his charging instrument, a series of continuous adjournment of court dates, and a fourth plot to conduct a secret military trial of Kanu by the Nigerian government, he has finally had his days in the Nigerian court. The Abia State High Court judgment on January 19, 2022 exonerated Kanu from jumping bail and ordering the Nigerian government to apologize and pay him compensation for the military invasion of his ancestral home. On October 13, 2022, the Nigerian Court of Appeals in Abuja, Nigeria unanimously held Nigeria's government's detention of Kanu as illegal. The court found Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya and unlawfully detained in Nigeria. The Federal High Court Umuahia judgment of October 26, 2022 ruled Kanu was extraordinary rendition and ordered compensation for him. Kanu was denied basic human rights and independent specialist medical care for an ongoing heart ailment. Rather than comply with these legal decisions and mandates, the Nigerian government has refused to release Kanu and has resorted to delaying tactics to alter the course of justice. Kanu's only alleged offenses is his persistent request for the Nigerian government, with the assistance of the international community, to conduct a free and fair referendum as a peaceful means of resolving the national question in Nigeria. This is consistent with the international law and practice. It was via a referendum that the 30 years war in Sudan was resolved. The UK discontinued its membership in European Union was resolved, and the issue of Scotland as part of the UK was resolved. The TX State Representative, that is Texas, Jarvis Johnson, called on the United States government and other agencies to facilitate, as ordered by the Nigerian Court of Appeals and the UN Working Group Opinion number A/HRCWGAD/2022/25, the immediate and unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu from his unlawful detention in Nigeria. Okay, guys, we've all heard it now. I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts.